right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Achakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. This is the brother lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. And, this lesson I want to go into is, I want to say it's somewhat of a continuation of the live stream Bishop Itazawam and I from Atlanta, the Bishop Itazawam from Atlanta, and I did concerning the great multitude. Okay, but in this video, of course, I'm by myself, and it's gonna be from a different angle. All right. Recently I've been meditating, on the great multitude through the Spirit. The Lord is, pretty much have that topic in my mind. About how this body, through the preaching of this word is getting bigger. All right. And you see, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is really being glorified in the earth right now. Okay, through the prophecies, all right, through the preaching of the word, all right, these videos going up, breakdowns going up, man. A lot of people are gravitating to the truth. Okay, a lot of our people. Okay, and we know, that's gonna bring in, as the scriptures say, a great multitude, like it was in the book of Acts. The second chapter when Peter was preaching the word. The apostles were preaching the word within a matter of a day. You know, um, thousands of people were added unto the body. All right, and that's significant, man. And through the Spirit, I was meditating on all these different reproofs and exhortations, these rebukes that are going out amongst the brothers, amongst the body, to be more on point, to be more in order, okay, to show more charity, all right, to deal right with the brethren, all right, to deny ourselves, okay. These exhortations are going out for a reason. And the reason being is because that great multitude is getting ready to come in, all right, and us as brethren that the Lord has placed on the forefront of the ministry, okay, we have to be more on point. We can't just be on point. We got to be more on point. All right, we got to be more studious. We got to be more fervent. Okay, we got to have a sense of urgency about this truth. Okay, we have to sacrifice more. Okay, all right, we have to forbear one another more. We have to be more patient. Okay, we have to be more in the spirit. Period. Okay, all right. So that's why these reproofs, these exhortations, these admonishments, these comforts. Okay, comfort videos going out. Prophetic videos going out. That's why, man. All right, to get our minds ready. Okay, to get our spirits ready. All right, for the great influx of believers that's going to come in. Okay. All right. So with all of that being said, I want to go into a few precepts, man, just to harp on the point, man, and just to exhort brethren, to exhort myself, to exhort brethren, to be more on point, man, to serve in your office and serving it well. Okay. All right. Hey, you're gonna be asked to do more. You're gonna be asked to sacrifice more. Okay. And don't run away from it. Okay. Don't resist it. Matter of fact, embrace it, man, because this is, ultimately for the building up and the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai, and it's for our salvation. Okay. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. It says, let all things be done decently and in order. Okay. All right. So, hey, we got to be on point, man. We gotta have decorum about ourselves. We have to have, that spiritual manners, man. We have to walk in the spirit. All right. Put on as the elect. Okay. Know that this thing is bigger than ourselves, man. Okay. All right. Of course, we do have to work out our own salvation, but part of working out our own salvation is making sure that we move in the spirit of brotherly love, man. Okay. All right. Walk in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Walk in the spirit. All right. Look out for one another, man. Be our brother's keeper, man. Okay. All right. And of course, we have the routine of, getting up, going to camp, doing videos, going to class, and that routine is good. It keeps us disciplined. Okay. It keeps us locked in. All right. To the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, so that we're constantly pushing out the word or digesting the word or both. We're constantly within the midst of the brotherhood, and the scriptures tell you, how can one be warm alone? Okay. All right. Exhort one another daily as it is called a day. lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So yes, that's a good thing. Okay, but also understanding that, hey, this body is growing. Okay, we're about to hey, we about to have to deal with great multitudes of people from different walks of life, from different situations, different backgrounds. All right, they're going to be coming to us for guidance, for counsel, for help, for provision. Okay, for support, in whatever afflictions that they may have to endure as a part of forsaking the world and coming into the faith. Okay, and we're gonna have to really be in the spirit to deal with them. Okay, and really be about this word, man, not be offended. Okay, all right, because the Lord is calling us, for such a time as this. Okay, all right, so hey, with that I want to go to, matter of fact, I'll go to Zechariah chapter 8. um Verse 20, it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, it shall yet come to pass that there shall come people and the inhabitants of many cities." Okay, all right, and who are those people that shall come? All right, scriptures talk about how a remnant of Jacob shall return, even the remnant unto the mighty God, man. Who is the mighty power? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you read Isaiah 44, it says, "One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Israel, and shall subscribe by his hand, and surname himself by the name of Jacob." Man, that's in the scriptures, man. Okay. All right. So just because we don't necessarily see, crowds of people around us at camp, of course, at least from my experience, every camp that I've been to, for the most part, you have the brothers that's on the line that's actually being recorded, and you have, you know, um, a few brothers or believers, handful on the other side that's not on camera that are watching and listening. Sometimes, it's just most of the time it's mainly men, but here and there you have women sprinkled into the crowd, even sometimes children, elderly. Okay, all right. But just because we don't see, just that big old crowd, and you might see 10 video or 10 views on a video, or 100 views on a video, or 1,000 views on a video, that doesn't mean that it's not meant that this word is not going out, man. And the Lord is gonna lead these people to us, man. Okay, all right, through the word, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, the Lord is going to lead these people to us, man. The same when you read the Gospels, man. Hey, the spirit hot right now. The spirit getting hot. All right, when you read the Gospels, man. All right, Yahweh Shai was doing the work, preaching the gospel, performing miracles, man. And then out of nowhere, scriptures talk about how great multitudes came after him, followed him. People from all different, Israelites from all different corners of the region. Okay, all right, even Israelites from Greece, came to come meet Yahweh Shah and to hear him speak and teach, and to heal them of different infirmities, man. All right. So just because we don't see it, manifesting um, to the degree that we may want it, okay, like, where's the fruit at, this and that. Don't sleep on the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's a reason why his brothers in camps in Africa, man. It's a reason why his brothers in camps in Eastern Europe and in Western Europe and in the Caribbean. Okay, you got GMS Dominican Republic, man. Okay, it's a reason why you got brothers in South America, Central America, Latin America, Australia. Okay, Philippines, Japan. It's a reason for that, man, because the word has gone out, man. Okay, all right. So if it could go out in regions like Africa, rural parts of the Caribbean, South America, Asia. Okay, all right, the so-called less developed places of the world. What do you think? What do you think about a place like Babylon the Great, where everybody got on their phone all the time? Got multiple different forms of social media. Okay, all right, everybody's hip to what's going on, the newest trends and pop culture. You forgot 2 years ago on Twitter what was trending? Hebrew Israelites, man, during the pandemic, man. Okay, all right, the Lord is working a work, man. All right, that again, that's why these videos going out, man. Okay, that's why these exhortations going out, to be more on point, to be more in order. Okay, all right, to be more charitable, to sacrifice more, man. All right, to lay our lives down more, man. To forsake what we want to do, to deny ourselves more, man. Okay, to lead by example, so on and so forth. There's a reason why, because the Lord is getting his house in order. The brothers that are the main core of brothers that's in this thing right now, getting them in order, so that when the influx, more people start coming in. Okay, and that doesn't mean that necessarily they all gonna be teachers. Okay, and they all gonna be prophets and and so on and so forth. That doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay, and elders, and that doesn't necessarily mean that. But so that when they come in, things are set up, well for them to be led. Okay, all right. Scriptures say what, man. Ah, man. Let me get it. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 30. Um, Verse 20, it says, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy eyes." I'm sorry, I'll read that again. It says, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. But thine eyes shall see thy teachers, man, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, or when ye turn to the left, man." Okay, all right. So there you go, man. All right, that's why the Lord is setting this thing up, how He's setting it up. That's why these exhortations going out, man. Okay, all right. So that, like the scriptures say, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven, man. Because the Lord, that influx is coming in. Okay, all right. We may not be able to see it, okay, with our own eyes on a daily basis, but guess what? It's happening, man. Okay, all right. Hey, hey, man. Let me keep going. Let me go back to Zechariah chapter 8. Not to get ahead of myself. This is a Zechariah chapter 8, and verse 21. It says, "And the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, Let us go speedily to pray before the Lord and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also." Okay. All right. So you're gonna have people talking to each other like, "Hey, man, where we gotta go seek the Lord. Where those brothers at? That's preaching. That was preaching. The word. Those brothers in Dallas. Those brothers in Atlanta. Those brothers in Miami. Those brothers in Tampa. Those brothers in Chicago. Those brothers. Where they at, man? I saw them on this street. I saw them on that street. Matter of fact, my cousin lived down the block from where they teach at. You know how Jake talk. All right. It's forward the message, tag 10 people, send. All right. Boom, boom, boom. You know? All right. Verse 22, it says, "Yea, many people and a strong nation shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before the Lord." All right. And again, that's talking about Israelites, man. It says many people, the great multitude. "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all the languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew." Okay, which means what? Are you gonna have people following you? These people are gonna they gonna cleave unto you, man. They gonna grab hold of you, man. Okay, they gonna be trying to hang on to your coattail, man. Teach us, man. All right, how do we serve the Lord? How do we fear the Lord? What's the name of the Lord? What does it mean? Okay, you know things like that, man. All right, looking for protection too, man. All right, that's something else I was thinking about as well, man. You got hey, we talk about spiritual power a lot. The spiritual power is not just going to be for whatever brother gets it, man. It's going to be for the people around him. All right, to protect households, to provide for people. All right, in time of famine, like it was with Elijah and Elisha. Okay, like it was with Yahushua and Moses and during the time of the judges, where the Lord was setting up judges and giving them spiritual power, man, to protect the nation, man. It's gonna be to look out for people, man. To heal people, because guess what? Hey, it's gonna be pestilences out here. It's gonna be war out here. It's gonna be famine out here. People ain't gonna know what to do. They ain't gonna have no protection. They can't go to Esau. Okay, it's gonna be crazy out here in them streets. So what you think? What you think the spiritual power gonna be for? It's gonna be to look out for these individuals, man. And that's why we gotta be in that spirit towards one another now, man. You got brothers going through all different type of afflictions. Okay, hey, we gotta be there for one another, man. Okay, That's why these things are happening, because it's gonna come a point where we're gonna be pilgrims. Brother. Different brothers gonna be moving from place to place. Okay, it's gonna come a point where the Lord starts bringing people into the body. Actually have us interact with them that are blind, that are maimed, that are sickly. Okay, which not saying that hasn't happened already, but it's gonna start happening more. Widows whose husbands died in the wars. That's gonna be popping off out here. Orphans, fatherless who lost their parents in the wars and in the calamities that's gonna happen out here. We gonna have to deal with them, man. That's why the Lord getting things tight now, man. It's all spiritual, okay? Because we really about to enter into the time of Acts 2.0, man. And everybody gonna have to fully yield themselves over. All right, all of us who believe are gonna have to fully yield ourselves over to what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has going on, man. Okay, all right. But anyway, going back to the precept, it says, "Even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew." All right, which means what? Somebody who knows, all right, that they're an Israelite, man, keeps the customs, to the best of their capabilities, man. All right, not just circumcised outwardly, but circumcised in the heart. Okay, which means that what you're gonna be a leader. All right, like the apostles and elders always say. All right, every brother in this thing is being groomed to be a leader. Okay, saying, "We will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh is with you." Okay, all right. So, hey, hey, shit is gonna hit the fan. The Lord's gonna be with certain brothers, man. Okay, the Lord gonna be with the brothers, man, and people gonna see it. All right, and they're gonna gravitate to it, man. All right, this is Ephesians chapter 4. I know I'm all over the place, man. I hope it's making sense, man. All right, but just remember that this thing is bigger than us, man. Okay, this is much bigger than just us on an individual level. All right, this is a body. Okay, all right. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye were called." Okay, all right, which the vocation is the calling that the Lord called us out. Okay, all right, to follow him. Okay, to follow the Lamb. So we have to walk worthy of it with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. So we gotta deal with each other. We have to take the low. At times we gotta forgive one another. Okay, we gotta be patient with one another, man. Because it's gonna be hey, it's gonna be issues, man. It's gonna be problems. Brothers gonna butt heads. We're gonna rub each other the wrong way. But at the end of the day, hey, we in it together. We in this thing together, man. Okay, and the same way Yahweh Shai forgave us, we have to forgive one another. Okay, all right, and that's also gonna be part, of the lot of being a leader, man. Having patience. We don't have people who don't necessarily know the things that we know. All right, and didn't take the time out, or the Lord did not set them up to go out there and teach. All right, to study and to go out there and teach. So we're gonna have to, have a certain level of patience in dealing with them. Okay, all right, because they just don't know, you know, things of that nature, man. All right. It says endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit in the bond of peace. All right. So, hey, brothers got to be in unity, have the same mind. All right. Working towards the same goal, having all things common. Okay. Looking out for the whole and not just the parts, man. Okay. All right. The bigger picture. Okay. All right. It says, "There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling." So it's about the body, man. Okay, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. But unto everyone is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Hamashiach. All right, so the Father is in all of us, but we all have different measures of the Spirit. Okay, all right, through grace. All right, it's different gifts. All right, so we're supposed to all bring our gifts to the table. Okay, all right. That's why this is what scripture say. What unto one is given the word of wisdom, unto another the word of knowledge, unto other the word of faith. Okay, unto another gifts of healings, unto another this, that, so on and so forth. Helps, governments, apostles, teachers. Okay, and we don't all have the same gift, but we bring it all to the table. All right, for the edification of the body, man. Okay, wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Now he that ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? Okay, so Yahweh Shai, he had to, ascend up on high, man, which means to the right hand of the Father, in order for the Holy Spirit to be poured out upon the elect. Okay, so that we could receive these spiritual gifts. Okay, all right. So he ascended. What is it that what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? So because he had to die first, man, he had to be actually put in the grave. Okay, all right, and then after that, risen up again, and then ascended up on high. He that descended is the same also that ascended up above, far above all heavens, that he might fill all things, man. Okay, so he ascended up to the highest seat possible of authority in the spiritual realm under the heavenly Father himself. Okay, that he might fill the whole body of Yahweh Shai with the Holy Spirit, and he gave some apostles and some prophets. So you see, this order. There's an order that the Lord is setting up, man. All right, he's setting up a structure. Okay, all right, different measures, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's why these exhortations are being pushed out, man. All right, that's why orders being set up, man. Okay, that's why brothers are being given different gifts and tasks to do in the spirit. Okay, and we all have to work within our office to the best of the measure that the Lord gave us, man. All right, remember the parable of the talents, man. The Lord gave this man five, the Lord gave this man two, the Lord gave this man one, so on and so forth, man. All right, doesn't matter how great or how little the Lord gave you, you got to use what the Lord gave you. Okay, and the Lord's gonna give you a return on it. The Lord gonna bless you for it. But if you hold back, if you grieved, okay, at what the Lord has called us in this thing to do, all right, you're not going to get a return, a reward, okay, all right, because you're not fully invested. We all have to be fully invested, man. And whatever direction the Lord pulls us and calls us to do, we got to be fully invested, man. Okay, because this is not just about us and our salvation, man. This is about Yahweh, about Hashem, Yahweh Shai first and foremost. Okay, all right. This is about, of course we want to work out our own salvation, and it's other people too. Okay, all right. Hey, the Lord has set us up to be leaders. We got to watch over the flock. These things, all these things, man. Okay, all right. It's about the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai. Verse 13, it says, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto the perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they light and wait to deceive. Okay, all right, which I'll stop there. Well, all right. Verse 15, it says, but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so we want to grow in the spirit. Okay, according to the measure that the Lord has given us. All right, so that we can be perfected, so that the body of Yahweh Shai can be perfected. Okay, it's because the Lord, scriptures say, what I will build up with the tabernacle of David, which is fallen, and I will close up the breaches thereof, man. Okay, all right, so the Lord is building up the house of David again, man. All right, and he means that he means for that to happen. Okay, so those of us who have been placed into this ministry on the forefront of it, man, we have to have the mind of the Lord. Like, hey, we got to really be fully invested into this thing, man, according to the measure the Lord gave us, man. Okay, not slothful in business, not slack. Okay, all right, and fully be into it, man. Okay, all right, because if we lukewarm, okay, and we forget our first love, the Lord gonna spew us out of His mouth, man. All right, verse 16, it says, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. Okay, all right, so we have to be tight. The brother has to be tight. The body has to be tight, man. It has to be jointly fitted together. A well-oiled machine. Okay, everybody pulling their own weight and putting themselves forward, and put it, giving their all, man, that the Lord has given us, man. Okay, all right, so that the body can be built up, so that the body can be increased, so that the body can be edified, man. All right, all in the spirit of love, man. Okay, all right, and this is This is Romans chapter 12, verse 4. It says, for, well, I got to start at verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Okay? All right, so this truth is about sacrifice, man. Okay? It's about putting the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the brethren in the ministry first. Okay? All right? Because this is our reasonable service, man. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one bodies, and all members have not the same office, so we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another, man. Okay? Alright, so hey man, we all brothers here, man. Alright? We all believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And we all here for one another, man. Alright, we're all here to serve in the capacity that the Lord has given us to serve, man. Okay? So there's no, big eyes and little U's or anything like that, man. Okay? It says it says in verse 5, so we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Okay, so you don't have to feel like you have to be exactly like another brother or another member of the body. Now granted, you know um, we definitely do inspire each other, okay, and we aspire uh to covet the most the best gifts, okay, all right, but nonetheless, man, whatever the measure that the Lord gets given you, and you bring that before the Lord in truth and sincerity and faith, man, the Lord receives it, man. All right, because the Lord loveth a cheerful giver. Okay, all right, is nobody better than the next man? None of that, man. All right, it says, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity, he that ruleth with diligence, he that sheweth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. So whatever office and measure that the Lord has put you in, hey, do it. Okay, focus on that, man. Whatsoever is given unto thee, think thereupon with reverence, because more is shown unto thee than men understand, man. Okay, all right, and do it truly with the spirit of love, not that half lukewarm. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do it. Spirit, nah, man, nah. Be fully into it, man. Okay, all right. Don't show fake love, man. All right. Verse 10, it says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, man. So we got to love each other, man. We have to actually have that affection and care, okay, for the state of the flock, okay, having that compassion, okay, having that fervency, man. All right, so that, hey, the Lord is building up his people again, man. Okay, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. Okay, so we got to be about the Father's business, man. Hot for the Lord, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, man. Really believing that the Lord's going to do what he promised, man. Patient in tribulation, man. Okay, not being swayed when bad things happen, man. Okay, not being swayed from the faith, man. Continuing instant in prayer. Gotta be praying for ourselves. Gotta be praying for one another. Gotta be praying for the apostles and elders, man. Distributing to the necessity of the saints, because there's gonna be brothers and sisters coming in that's gonna be in need. So we gotta work out, plans to make sure they brothers good, sisters good, whoever is in need gets what they need. Okay, all right. Given to hospitality. Okay? Bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Okay? All right, so we can't be in that spiteful, vindictive spirit, man. We got to be in the spirit of letting things go, turning the other cheek. Okay? All right? Rejoice with them that do rejoice, weep with them that weep. All right, so having that compassion, having that tender heart, man, really feeling for one another's plight, man. Okay, all right. When one member is exalted, we are all exalted. When one member is brought low, we all feel it, man. Okay, being of the same mind one toward another, and mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate, man. So having that same mind, man. Okay, all right, not minding the things that are highly esteemed of this world, man. Okay, but having honor unto the lowly, man. Okay, be not wise in your own conceits. Okay, recompense no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Okay, and if it be at all possible, as much as lieth within you, live peaceably with all men. Okay, all right. And so, hey, man, hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying, man. I don't want to drag it on for much longer. I think the point has been made, through the Spirit, man. And hey, just hey, keep in mind that the Lord, hey, this thing is things getting bigger, man. Hey, much more things is happening. Okay, in prophecy. Okay, more people are coming into the faith. All right, it's not just about you. It's not about me. Okay, it's not just about us, man. It's a bigger work that the Lord is doing. Okay. All right. So we got to be on point. We got to really be fully invested into this truth, man, in every way, not just the preaching of the word. Okay. All right. But, how we deal with one another, charity, alms, all these things, man. Studying, reading the scriptures, praying, all these, everything. Okay. Everything that the scriptures talk about, man. All right. Be more invested, man. Okay. All right. Be more on point, man. That's been a theme that's been going out in the spirit, man. Don't just be on point. It's not about being on point. Be more. It's about being more on point, man. Okay. All right. When we exalt the Lord, exalt Him as much as you can, because you can never go far enough, man. So, hey, with that being said, Lord willing, this video is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect Kwame Yasharala and the Bible Ball. Shalom.